Hello, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darrell Kwao. The governor of the central bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, has entreated banks to do due diligence before recruiting staff. His call comes at the back of recent cyber crimes, causing some banks to lose huge sums. Dr. Addison urged banks to strengthen cybersecurity to avoid fraud.
On this issue of Momo, and I think that we are asking banks to be vigilant to strengthen their internal controls. If you look at the report that the department put out, this was a scheme which involved some of the bank's own staff. Some of the bank's own staff collaborating with fraudsters in order to use this Momo as a way of making money. And it's important that the banks carry out the due diligence in terms of this type of staff that they employ in their institutions. We are also taking the issue of cybersecurity very seriously. Bank of Ghana is implementing a financial sector SOC, Security Operations Center, which will be looking at these issues of cybersecurity for the entire financial sector.
The Public Interest and Accountability Committee, PIAC, is raising concerns about the abuse of petroleum revenues by government. The committee cites instances where the funds were used to pay old debts, some even unbudgeted for. Technical manager at PIAC, Mark Ajiman, said the practice is against public financial management and also raises value for money concerns.
Projects are commendable, others are not. Others are in deplorable state. Others have started even deteriorating before even commissioning. And others too, because of the way they've scattered what we call thin spread of the money, go to a project and it's just about 50,000 Ghana cedis of oil money. That is in a project that cost about 46 million Ghana cedis. So that makes proper accounting for the petroleum revenue in that project very difficult, because when you go to the site and you don't know what the 50,000 Ghana cedis came to do. What we've also noticed through this monitoring exercise is that some projects were completed as far back as sometimes 2008, 2009, 2010. And in 2019 or 2018, they are using petroleum revenues to pay for outstanding debts. Another thing we've also noticed is that because there's lack of proper planning in executing these projects, most of the projects, especially road projects, delays and therefore brings its consequences of cost overruns. Sometimes a project is initially estimated to cost 6 million Ghana cedis. Because of delays and variations, 5 years later, you go and it has ballooned to sometimes 20 million, 30 million Ghana cedis. That is not proper use of petroleum revenues or even national resources as a whole.
$3 million worth of energy projects in Ghana have been put on hold, and hundreds of job losses are expected in the coming weeks. Now, this is how hard the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the country's energy sector. Amid this troubling phenomenon, players in the sector are expected to be recognized at the 4th edition of the Ghana Energy Awards. Dr. Kwame Ampofo is chairman of the board of the Ghana Energy Awards.
The sector has not been spared from the impacts of the pandemic. And now we note that even oil prices have collapsed and reached a very low level. In Ghana, reports have indicated that the sector has been hit as companies have had to shut down because several workers had tested positive for the virus. The Petroleum Commission forecast that there would be several job losses in the petroleum upstream sector due to the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Tullow Ghana, Eke Energy, Halliburton, and Schlumberger are all reported to have reduced their workforce, and more are yet to be sent home. Prior to the outbreak of COVID-19, Most of the international oil companies had planned to undertake drilling campaigns and conduct geophysical data of their oil wells. However, the outbreak of the virus has forced them to suspend all these activities. These and other projects worth over $324 million US would have injected life into Ghana's economy.
Ghana Energy Awards is expected to take place on September 30 under the theme Excelling in Crisis, the Energy Sector in the COVID-19 Era. That's it for business. The news continues after this break.